Hallo und herzlich willkommen bei Magazin. Mein Name ist Verena und ich bin heute in Köln im Luxor und bei mir habe ich TheStrange Death of Liberal England. Und zwar Adam und Will. Hello guys, how are you?
Yeah,
Hello.
good, thank you. Really good.
Yeah. Your name, The Strange Death of Liberal England, is not only a band name, but the name of a book written from George Dangerfield.
It is, yeah, that's right. Yeah, we stole it basically from the name of a book because we were just sick of simple band names. Back a few years ago, every band it seemed had a name which was just one word preceded with the. You get the Strokes or something like that, and every band was doing the same, and we just wanted a name that was going to make us stand out and make us look clever, and that's what we picked that one.
Did you read that book?
I tried to read it, but it was actually really quite boring. It was a bit more of a textbook, so I think probably even if the themes in it are quite important or relevant, then it wasn't a book that I really wanted to read before I went to bed.
Okay, so it's not because you were very interested in political topics?
I mean, we are too. To a certain extent. I mean, I'd never really describe us as a political band, but we are, everyone has to have an interest in politics. You don't really have a choice about it. So what I think is quite interesting is that now that we've released our main album, just recently, our name seems to be more relevant than ever before, because in England at the moment there is a real death of the Liberal Party and the Liberal side of politics. So it's quite a coincidence that we've picked that band name just at a time when it was the reality as well.
Could you tell us how you formed the band?
Yeah, sure. We were all friends in a small town on the south coast of England, and it was one of those small towns where if everyone's into the same thing, and if you try and form your own path or do something a bit different, then you soon find everybody else who's trying to do the same as you. So if you're into independent music or you don't want to go to the same old clubs as people, then you end up becoming friends with everyone else who also wants to be in with independent music. And that's how we really met, just by trying to find different things to do. And we decided to form a band, even though at the time we couldn't play any instruments and we couldn't sing and we couldn't do anything, but we gave it a go. Yeah.
And you formed the band in 2005, is that right?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
And your first EP was called Stop, Go Happy, Sad Forward, Forward.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
What does the title of that record mean?
Well, that was a bit of a strange record, because we recorded that just a few months after we formed, and we didn't really know what we wanted to sound like, and we didn't really know what we wanted to do with the band, and all we did was just play anything we could on our instruments, because we weren't very good musicians, and that's why it's quite a slow record with lots of repetition in it, and like I say, we didn't know what we wanted it to sound like, but once we recorded it, that's described the sounds. It started to go, then it stopped, and it was happy in places, it was sad in places. We were just trying to progress as musicians and as a band with it. But I don't know how successful it was, but that's why we picked that name.
Your current album is called Drown Your Heart Again.
Yeah, it's our first full-length album, and it's the first collection of music we've done where we recorded it as an album. So it's a whole body of work. Forward March, I think, is, I don't know, I'd say it was more of an EP. Forward March. It's 8 tracks which we rushed. All the songs stand alone separately, but they don't work together as an album. Whereas this one here, it's got one concept to it, and it works as a body of work. And from the very start, we said we're going to record an album which really hangs together, and that's what we tried to do this time.
This album reached a lot of attention, and the NME quoted, they sound like Arcade Fire with tattoos and have a singer, which dreamily effect he makes Neil Young seem like a car wash worker.
Yeah.
What do you think about that quote?
I think the NME have quite a reputation for being morons. They just make stupid sentences that will sell papers. They don't really think about what they say. It's I think they just exaggerate quite a lot. I obviously find that quite a compliment, being a Neil Young fan. If I can make him look like a car wash worker, then maybe he can come round and wash my car. That'd be great. I don't know. What's your view on the Arcade Fire side of things?
I'd prefer if it was Arcade Fire cleaning my car. I don't have a car, but I would spend all my money getting one just to watch Win Butler clean it.
with his tongue, was that right?
With his tongue, yeah.
I think there's so
That's
many of them. You could probably, they could clean 8 cars. You could have an old garage of cars. But, yeah, this whole Arcade Fire thing as well has got to stop.
Junk,
I think it's really irritating. It's just that's all we ever get, you know, that we sound like Arcade Fire. And to be honest, I don't have a tattoo, and nor does Will. So, and I don't know what a tattoo sounds like. So, like, it's a bit ridiculous, really. Yeah.
Okay. What would you say are your influences?
Arcade Fire, maybe.
I mean, that's always a really difficult question to answer because we're all into lots of different music, and we all listen. We all have more disagreements on music than agreements, and we never really set out to sound like a single band. But so rather than any sort of like group or band that influences us, it's more just it's. I mean, our influences here. I mean, if you listen to our albums, quite obviously where we live by the sea, and so all the lyrics that I write, in this instance, were about the sea and about water. So my geographical surroundings more of an influence, and also on this record, I think more than any band, our producer, who was a guy called David Allen, was a great influence on us. He taught us how to be a band, how to be musicians, and taught us how to make an album.
As the wind blows the trees and the leaves cascade like the tears running down my face.
You sing a lot about water and sea and your songs. You recorded 3 songs for a video feature.
Yeah, we did, yeah.
And you stand in front of the sea. Is it in your hometown?
No, that wasn't. We were actually on tour at the time. So we live in Portsmouth, or in Southsea, which is on the very south coast of England. But at the time we were in, I think we were by Edinburgh, so right in the very north in Scotland. And we had to do this. We were asked to do this thing for German internet sites. And so we found a lock in Scotland to do it by. So it's nowhere near where we lived, but we thought it looked good.
Oh,
so, yeah.
okay.
That was a beautiful place, though, wasn't it?
Great place,
Really,
yeah.
really nice.
Yeah, we'd recommend going to Scotland. It's lovely.
Yeah.
You've seen a few venues so far.
Yeah.
What is the thing you like about Germany?
Oh, everything.
We played the Berlin Lido the other night, and it's like an old cinema or an old theatre.
Yeah.
And that was really, really nice.
That was good. But
And everyone treats you so well, I think, is the main thing.
I mean, the thing that we prefer about Germany than England is the crowds, I think. Because German crowds seem to really give bands a chance. Even if they'd never heard of us, they are still very willing to watch us and to listen, and to hopefully enjoy our music. Whereas in England, you play and all people want to do is drink beer and talk to their friends, especially if you're the support act. But it seems like at the moment we're obviously on tour supporting Slut at the moment, but when we play, it feels like we are the main band to us, you know. And the crowd give us a lot of respect, and they clap if they like it, and it's brilliant. They absolutely love it.
Okay, so I wish you a good show tonight
Thank
here in
you.
Cologne. Das war das Interview mit The Strange Death of Liberal England von mir, Verena, aus Köln.